up, y'all? It's your girl, Kála J, and I'm back again with another episode.
Love me like you do, do the things you do, girl. It's the way that you move, it's the way that we groove. You're my honeymoon. Just too good.
So today for this episode, I have with me Darnell, aka Darneezy, aka Darneezy. He is a choreographer, dancer, overall creative. Also here, real ass nigga K. Yeah, so check him out. All of his information will be in the description below. But yeah, let's get into this episode.
Let's do it.
How are you?
I'm great.
You want to say hi to the people?
Hey everybody. Thanks for spending some time with us. I feel so honored to be on Kayla's couch right now. Let's do it. I'm excited for the conversation. So let's get it going.
Even though this is Darnell's.
Oh my, emerald chairs.
Darnell's chairs for this episode. I feel like every episode, like half the episodes this season has not even been my couch. But
oh my God.
Hey, it's still gonna get real and it's still gonna get down to the nitty gritty.
Let's do it.
So, because I know I have like notes and like questions for you, but I want you to kind of just tell us about a little bit about who you are, your sexuality, where you're at in life. What's tea, friend?
So for me, I am nobody special. I just been...
You're very much special.
I appreciate
That's
that.
right
But like
here.
I say, I'm nobody special. I just been learning myself, accepting myself, accepting the people around me, and just trying to be like, honestly, the best me that I can do. Handle what I can do. For myself, like she said, I'm a creative, choreographer. I'm an ally, LGBTQ plus, all of that. Fully love it, fully accepting of it. I love that my family supports me with that, because a lot of people deal with that. So I'm happy that I have that support system that I do have, to be able to have and be able to speak on, speak on it and feel comfortable doing that. I want to be an open book.
Yeah.
And, hope people learn from my experiences and I can hear about everybody else's experiences. So, let's do it. I'm going to open up for y'all real quick. Let's do it.
So since we started with opening up, can you tell me a little bit about like what it was like as a kid, young adult, or wherever you were at in life, just coming into your sexuality?
I guess I never really looked at it as like a kid kind of thing. I always knew that I was just different, but I always knew that I'm the kind of person that don't let little things define me.
Yeah.
And not saying my sexuality is something that's little, but it's the kind of thing like...
But it don't define you.
Exactly.
I feel the same way.
It's like, okay, I'm bi.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm also me.
I'm also me.
Yeah.
I'm also doing this, that, and everything else.
And so, yes.
So it's not like, oh, you see me, and the first thing that you're going to look at is, oh, Darnell, the bisexual guy. The bisexual African-American guy. No, it's Darnell. He does this, he does that, he can do this, he's done this. Like,
he's smart, he's kind, he has a good heart.
From there.
He's giving, yeah.
And he's bi. Cool.
Right, he just happens to be bi.
But it's not going to define that. It's not going to define where I go. It's not going to define how I act. We're going to roll with it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to be me.
Yeah, and I think especially like with, I don't know, I would say like with the straight community, it's a lot of preconceived notions or like stereotypes that go along with anybody that's in the gay community, the LGBTQ community, the bi community, whatever, that they just kind of like stick to us. Like gay people are this way, bi people are this way, trans people are this way, and it's like not everybody is that way. Some people are we're just people.
We're all just people. It's not
We're
some
all
people.
just people.
We're all just people.
Now I will say there is those some people that kind of like take their sexuality or their gender identity as really like a part of them, and I respect them and I love that for them. But for me personally, I'm like, I'm just Kála, and I just happen to be gay. That's why this podcast is not about LGBTQ shit, or like it's not a gay podcast. It's a podcast by a black woman who happens to be gay, you know? So I can relate to that and I respect that.
I feel you.
So go ahead and continue about like just coming into that and especially like with your family and coming out, or if you did you even come out, how did that look?
Honestly, that was something totally different. I felt like the people around me may have fully known already. My close friends that I was in school with, even from high school and middle school or college.
I'm sorry, doing cheers before I say
Cheers.
cheers to you being here.
Cheers to you. Give me the platform.
Oh.
You know, touch that surface.
Look at that. Yeah, okay.
Oh my God.
This is
That's
yummy.
so good.
Okay, I'm sorry, continue.
No, you're good. Like I said, my close people, they knew.
Yeah.
You know, now I didn't necessarily come out to my family, I guess, until I would say about this time last year, literally right before Thanksgiving last year. And that's just because I was invited back home for the holidays.
Oh, your boo.
And I was my ex-boo, yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
I was invited back home for the holidays. So it came from there, and I was just like, dang, I want to go home. But also, this is the first big holiday for me and the person I was in a relationship with. So it's like, dang, like, I want to spend it with both sides. You know, I want to spend it with them. I want to spend it with my family. And the only way for me to do that was to literally call my mom and be like, yo, I really want to talk to you about something, kind of thing. Like, and she was like, no, what's up? Is everything okay? And I was like, yeah, you know, everything's cool. But it was so touching to me to have this conversation because I was like, once I say it, it's no going back.
Yeah.
Once it's out there, it's no going back.
It's done.
It's there.
It's
and what they want to do with it,
it's their business.
it's their business.
So with that, did you kind of, because I know we could say, oh, it's their business, but like, did you feel like, I don't know how she gonna feel and how they feel might affect me? Or was it really like, that's their business, I ain't gonna, look, I'm me, I don't give a fuck how they feel? What was that, where were you on that spectrum?
On that spectrum, my mother has became my best friend over time. Me and my mother grew up with the relationship of mother-son. We did not become friends, bestest of friends, until I became an adult. And I left and went to school. She got to see who I was as a man, as a person. And then we were able to build an honest friendship as adults. My mother was honestly probably almost one of the last people that I told, only because her opinion meant the most to me. I didn't care about anybody else's opinion that I told before her because I can get over what they think. Right.
Okay. So that kind of answers my question. My question about the give a fuck spectrum.
Yeah.
And where you were at on that, because I know sometimes like when it's people that raised us, that we hold dear to our hearts, it's like, damn, like I really care what you think.
Facts.
So you were more on the like, I really give a fuck.
I give a fuck when it came to my mother. Other
But
people
not
before her, not that I didn't give a fuck, but they were just a little bit lower. No offense to anybody, but they were just a little bit lower than my mother's opinion. My thing is, let me get everybody else's approval on this to know that I'm not crazy and know that I'm not out of my element, or that this is not real. And then when I bring it to my mother, that if it was something that wasn't agreeable at all, that I had my points, or I had my things I can feed off of and be like, Mom, but we went through this, or I felt like this and they made me feel this way, and kind of thing. Because when I come to her at the end of the day, when you're dealing with your mother, me, I'm a Pisces, my mother's a Pisces, and it's like, hey, if you're gonna come with us with the facts. You better be able to back it up, because we're gonna ask those questions, we're gonna do that. But when it came to that aspect, my mother didn't do that. it was like, I accept that. She was like, and the best thing my mother told me when I told her, and I didn't even feel like really like say it. It was just like, she was just like, hey, she's like, what's going on? I was like, I'm seeing somebody and I want to come home for Thanksgiving, but I want to spend Thanksgiving with them. It's our first big holiday. And she was just like, what's up? And I was just like, I just want to walk into your house, your home, your casa, your space, without you knowing that I am bringing home a nigga, a guy. The first guy you've ever seen me with ever like that. So, and before I could get down, she was like, you dating a guy? Like what's up? And I was like, yeah. And she was like, okay. Like,
Do you think she already knew?
Not that she knew that I was dating a guy, but she knew that I was attracted to guys.
Yeah.
But also I was attracted to females as well. But it was just like,
both.
Exactly. So I feel like she knew, but me and my mother, like, we don't have to have those conversations of tell me exactly what's on your mind. Tell me exactly what you feel, what you're going through. Some things we can see through the lines with each other. We don't have to put it into words with each other.
It's like, okay, I see.
It's like, we're here. Like, tell me to that a little bit.
I see you, see
We're here.
me.
We're here.
Yeah.
So she said it, and I was like, yeah. Like, in my mind, I was like, yeah. I was literally at work. I was at H&M, like, working, and I was, like, closing up the shop. And I was just like, it was, like, the last couple shifts before the holidays. So, and she was like, the best thing she said to me in that time was, to wrap that up, was, I accepted. I wanted you as a child to learn yourself as a man first, and not to overly dabble into things of any kind of nature. Learn yourself first, learn how you want to be loved, learn how you want to be treated, and then roll into whatever you're feeling as an adult. But I want you to know yourself first and know what you need first. And after you did that, then whatever you do, she's like, you're a grown man. You're a grown-ass man. You handle your business. You know what I'm saying? I'm proud of you. Kind of thing that. So her saying that, she was like, at the end of the day, if anybody has an issue or a problem with it, they can come to me about it.
Period.
And when she said that, after saying everything else, at that point, I was like, fuck it. Anybody can know, kind of thing. Because my biggest person, she had my back. I was able to tell her, we're just us. So that's a big that was a big feeling, a big turning point for me and my dating in my sexuality. It's different dabbling and dealing with people, but dating, potentially taking them serious, dealing with what they're bringing to the table, dealing with their family, and if they have kids or anything of that nature, knowing that I can bring you to my family, to my mother,
and it'd be cool.
And it's not gonna be no awkwardness. He's here. That's his little portrait. It was nothing of that. I didn't feel awkward being home when I brought them home. For that time, I didn't feel that way.
I love that.
Because at that point, my mother, she was on my side. Now I can walk anywhere with them, walk through the streets, walk through anywhere, because at the end of the day, I can call my number one ally. Hey, they testing me. What's up? They tested me. What should I do? So that was real for me. That really helped me. That was my final touches on me being and learning myself, honestly. To have that support from my mother. Like, that was the biggest thing. Support from everybody else as well.
I could tell.
But my mother, that was the turning point. That was I can fully take any guy serious. If I'm looking at the guy spectrum, take any guy serious, because I know at the end of the day, I can speak to my mother about it without her judging me about my sexuality. And that felt big. That was a big thing for me. And she might not know it. You know that, hopefully, Mom, but it was a big thing for me, for real.
Yeah, and I can tell even just in the way you're talking about it. And I want you to know that I know you're fully grateful for it, but that is something that is, I wouldn't say rare, but like, maybe in black families it's a little rare. I ain't gonna say it's just hella rare, but
No, but it's rare.
it's a little rare.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
To say I accept you, I got you. What?
For that to be the first response.
That's foreign to me.
Not I had to make you feel this way, and then you had to cope with me doing this.
Accept
that was
over
your
time.
initial
Like
reaction.
I got you.
That was your initial reaction.
That's special.
Whether you believed it, whether you was making me feel better,
Right.
whether you were still coping with it yourself, you didn't make me feel like you weren't accepting of it.
Whether you thought it was a phase or not, whether you thought I was just tripping, going through, I got you.
Right.
That's beautiful. That is beautiful.
That was the best feeling I've had.
And that's something that I wish I'm jealous. Shit. But no, like I know my journey is like I was meant to go through that and whatever. So I'm not like jealous in that way, but like that is beautiful. That's what I want to be for my kids.
I said the same thing.
That is something that I wish that was more common, especially in black communities, especially with men. Because I will say, whether you're bi, gay, and then a lot of people think just because you're bi as a man, you're gay. Like it's no, oh you like no you're gay. And with women, there's a double standard.
I'm happy you pointed it out. I didn't have to.
And that wasn't even on my list of things to talk about.
But
I
it's
knew I wanted
generally
to talk
happen.
about it. Yeah. No, that happens. And I will say, as a gay woman, I noticed like, I'm trying to put my family out here too. But with my family, when I came out, it was like, okay, well, at least you ain't fucking no niggas. At least you ain't getting pregnant. At least I got worried about no man touching on you. You know, go ahead, go have your fun with them. Go have your fun with them girls. You know, but then it was like once they realized, oh, like you're really gay, it's like, yeah, like you're really gonna have a daughter-in-law.
Right, like.
Not a son-in-law. It's not a phase. There's like, then they face it. But initially it's like, oh yeah, at least I gotta worry about that. You know, or it's more acceptable. Like, I ain't gonna say who it was, but I came out to a family member recently, like a couple years ago. I feel like I'm always coming out to somebody. But I came out to him and he was like, oh, that's fine. Like, I don't care about you being gay or you liking girls. You know, I feel like with girls, it's more like I don't mind that. That's cool. Like, that's normal. But like, if a guy is gay, that's where I'm like a little more iffy about it. It's kind of weird. Like I don't mind if a guy is gay, but like keep that gay shit over there.
But when you're over here,
yeah, don't
give me no signs. It just no signs at all.
No signs.
You have to be extra mannish, extra masculine, and try to be outside of your character.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, you fit. We like, come on.
Yeah, and he was like, oh, like I don't care if a guy is gay, but like when they hit on me, that's when I get offensive. Like they be damn near wanting to fight. Like, why is it offensive? But
that's the point right there.
And we'll get into your side.
That's the point.
Yes, that's the point.
That's the point.
Because I would say on my side, on the lesbian side of it, it's like I could be gay around straight men. I could be overly gay. They like it. It's a turn on. I could be overly gay around straight women. It's a compliment. Oh, you think I'm fine? You're a woman. You wanna? Okay. I don't date women, but you know, if I was, it would be.
You.
It's not a threat. There's never a need to get violent.
Facts.
You know.
Facts.
But I noticed even like when I watch Saucy Santana's interviews and stuff, because I watch a lot of artist interviews. But I watched some of his interviews, and he talks about how like when he around straight men, and forgive me if I'm getting this incorrect, but when he's around straight men, like he try to just be cool, like just like I ain't even looking your way. I'm just I'm on my side, like I ain't doing too much. And I noticed with a lot of gay men, it's like you ain't gotta do too much. You can't be you. You can't twerk around him. You can't be yourself. You can't be flamboyant. You gotta just be one of the bros. And it's like, what is that?
What is that? It's a bad, what's the word? I can't even get the word right now.
Double standard?
Double standard, yeah. But it's a bad thing thinking that every bisexual, gay man, anybody in the community is attracted to every straight person, guy, nigga that they see. And this is what leads to the camera.
Let's get into that.
So because
okay, cause y'all ain't that cute.
I'm just saying from the heart. I'm saying on some real stuff. Every guy that is attracted to guys in any kind of way does not think that every guy is attractive with their cup of tea. Like, you don't think every girl is your type, but that don't mean you're not straight.
Period.
Moment of silence. Come on. Like
you're not that cute, stink.
It's just that kind of thing. I hate it. I hate that. When I was coming out and people were learning who I was in school or in college or anywhere else, it's like, oh, he trying to hit on me. I ain't trying to hit on you.
I'm just being nice.
I can't be cool if I was straight and just straight and I was around you. You thought I was trying to hit on you.
Right. Same thing with girls. I'll say that, but it's never like a threatening thing. So I wouldn't. It's not a problem. Yeah.
It's that kind of thing. Every guy who's in the community does not think that every straight guy or every gay guy or every bi guy, is their type or they're attracted to them. Mm-hmm. Come on.
And let me tell you something. Rainbow folks, we have high standards, and y'all be thinking y'all cute and y'all really not. Okay, let me say it nicer before I don't want to get too spicy.
Gotta be nice.
I feel like people think that gay people or anybody in the community is like that. It's like a being gay, being bi, being trans, whatever. It's like a disease or it's like an infection or like a hypersexual thing. Mm-hmm. And whole time we'll be chilling. It's not like because I'm gay, I want to fuck every girl in the world. Shout out to Lil Wayne that did the song.
Hey.
But that's not what that means.
At all.
That just means that that's what I like. Now, if that's what y'all do, just say that. But that's not what we do. Now, the same way straight people have standards and are attracted to certain looks or certain, vibes, we are too. Mm-hmm. Don't think just because you have the type of body parts that we like, that means that we onto you or we like. Can we be nice people? Gay people go through a lot. Bi people go through a lot. Trans people go through a lot. So to come across a person in the community that is being nice to you, is being kind, is being giving, is being a regular fucking person to you, take that as a sign of love, just platonic love, because we go through a lot, and to even go through that much and then still be nice, still be a person, still be like kind to the world when a lot of the world has turned their backs against us.
A lot of people in the community, their families have turned their backs on them.
Whole families, churches,
people that raised them.
Yes, that's a lot.
And they're still out here trying to be nice to people, and you're taking it like they just want to be with you, want to get you in bed, want to do that. That's not the case. I was blessed enough to not lose my family for my sexuality. Blessed enough.
Yeah. So it's
I don't want y'all.
Y'all not that cute. Like I always say, people in the community have just the most courageous souls, the most loving, giving souls. To even still, like once you get past the trauma, the coming into yourself, because straight people don't have to go through that. There's so many people in the community that are like still just in a box, in the closet. Just even if they're out, they may still be like, I'm out, but like
I'm out here.
But I have a wall
out here.
Right, but I'm out, but I'm not living.
I'm not living in it.
I'm out the closet, but I'm still in the room. I'm not outside. I'm not living
I'm not living it. You still want to know what was going on if you didn't make it through my front door.
That's a word right there.
That's what it is.
Woo-wee.
And not saying that.
Yeah.
And people think like, oh, being out is putting your business out there. That's not what it is.
Because when straight people be straight, is that them putting their business out there?
No.
What is that?
Honestly, no.
But you know what? I always say, like, I feel like we shouldn't have to come out.
Thank you.
It shouldn't be a coming out.
But I don't think coming out was a thing by a person in the community. Coming out was something that was out there that, no offense to nobody, but a straight person came up with the term of coming out. And if I'm wrong, please correct me. Please put it in the bottom of her comments. Let us know so we can read the article. If you know something we don't know, because we all about enlightened. We want to enlighten. we like being enlightened.
Yeah.
Real people like being enlightened.
Yeah.
Correct us.
Let me know.
But I honestly don't think. I don't know, but I don't think that somebody in the community came out with the term of coming out.
We can Google it right now.
We could Google it.
What is the origin of coming out?
I honestly don't believe you can look up who came out with coming out.
Siri heard you.
I'm sorry. She be listening, y'all. She be listening.
Okay, let's see. Okay, sexologist Evelyn Hooker. Sexologist Evelyn Hooker's observations introduced the use of coming out. Blah, 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 blah. I need to know.
What's her sexuality?
What was she doing? Was she eating coochie? What was she doing?
Was Evelyn Hooker gay? Being gay is just as healthy as being straight. That's a good thing, but that's not what I was looking for. Look, that's not what I was looking for. That's about that.
This says nothing about her sexuality.
At all.
I feel like if she was gay, it would say it in here because that would be a prominent part of her story.
Evelyn Hooker has been. Let's go with that.
Her whole life story is given.
But it has nothing about anybody she was with.
And then she died in 1996 at the age of 89. Yeah. No husband. I don't know, Fry.
Well,
hey,
do we ever know?
So far, your theory stands correct. You know,
until it's proven wrong.
It's a hypothesis.
That's crazy.
I don't think she was gay.
Me either. Not being Jewish.
Not being Jewish.
And if she was, she was hiding at home.
She was. She didn't even say she had kids. Where's the facts?
Give it to us.
You know, I need to know what she was doing behind closed doors with all that.
And what she was doing with open doors.
Yeah. Anywho.
If you find it, let us know. Drop the link.
But you weren't wrong for thinking that. Like, who came up?
Who came up with that? I mean, nobody in the community would say, I'm coming out.
Coming out is traumatizing.
Coming out, or am I just being mean?
Out, yeah. Coming out for those, especially for those who are in more strict families, it's very traumatizing. It's very much, you could lose your home. You could get beat. I've seen people get beat, kicked out, all kinds of shit. But we want to move on. We want to move on.
Yeah, we're gonna move on.
For me, coming out, I already knew my family wasn't gonna go for that shit. At least not too much. I mean, they love me. But as a kid, coming out at teenage, I wouldn't dare.
You don't even catch me in the act.
You gonna have to catch me. Y'all gonna have to catch me. But no, I waited until I was of age, was out the house, was somewhat dependent on my family. But I also had enough to where I was I don't need y'all too much, but I still need y'all.
Right.
So I'm gonna tell y'all this, and it was a in the middle kind of response. I feel like I've talked about it before on this channel, so I'm not gonna get too much into it. But while I haven't told you, my grandpa, he didn't care because he was always I love you, I don't care. But he also wasn't a man of many words. My grandma, on the other hand, you could tell she wore the pants in the house. So she was more so don't tell nobody that. Like, and then it was just like, it never happened. And then she still would talk to me like, so are you dating any guys? Are you going on dates with guys?
Denial.
I got a guy for you.
Denial.
And I'm like, what was the whole point of me coming out if you were just
If you were still gonna live in your denial. Like, I'm gonna speak for you. But like, you're trying to make a life for me.
Yeah, don't do that.
Life. Not a negative aspect, not putting nobody down, but like, you're trying to make the life you want me to have. So that you can sleep better at night.
And I hate it, but like, I also respect it from a Christian point of view, because for her, my grandma, one of them grandmas where she has like crazy faith.
Okay.
And she like, if I want my child to be delivered, they're gonna be delivered. If I want my child to live an abundant life, they're gonna live it in the name of Jesus. If I want my child to be freed from this, they're gonna be free in the name of Jesus. Like, she one of them grandmas. So to her, with seeing gay being so backwards and wrong and twisted and perverted, I respect it, because she was like, I ain't gonna entertain that. My child will be with a man. My child will have a husband. And that was just her idea of like, nah, I don't accept what the devil is doing in my grandchild's life. I'm gonna go with God, So I respect it, but me being the one that's gay and not seeing it as like a wrong or like super sinful thing, like, I just see it as, I'm just being me, I'm just being open. Like, we're all sinners. I'm living in my truth. I didn't see it as that, so it's like I'm torn between two worlds, because at the same time, like, knowing what she don't know no different.
Okay.
So I respect it, but at the same time, it's like, bruh, I done already told you, like, ain't gonna be no husband, ain't gonna
nobody else.
Ain't gonna, like, please stop. She was like, so there's this guy. Can I give him your phone number? And I'm like, no. I love my grandmother, and I know she loves me, so I don't take it too personal. But there are so many people that like they face the wrath of coming out. It's traumatizing, and for me, it was like a little trauma, but not like devastating trauma,
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest thing for me was thinking I was gonna be a disappointment.
Why'd you think that?
Because if anybody knows me, and if anybody doesn't know me, I have 5 sisters, 5 half sisters, but you couldn't tell me that they were half sisters. I have 5 half sisters. I'm the only son between my mother and father, no matter who else they had kids with. I'm the only boy.
Yeah.
The only one.
Oh, so they want you to like carry on the family
name? I'm pause. Okay. I'm gonna correct you on that one.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say they wanted me to carry the family. They've never put that pressure on me.
Good, that's good.
That's never been a conversation.
That's good.
I put that pressure on myself. So I didn't want it coming off like that's what they want. No, I put that pressure on myself.
Where do you think that pressure came from, given that it never came from them?
It just came from like me. I've always been scared to fail. Scared to be a disappointment. Scared. I've always got the bare minimum. I'm scared to not be able to do good, to do great.
Are you the oldest?
I'm the oldest on my mother's side, and my siblings on my mother's side were 12 and 13 years apart. And then on my father's side, I'm the second youngest. My oldest sister, she's 5 years older than me. My other sister is 2 or 3 years older than me, and then my other sister is 5 years younger than me.
Wait, so you have no brothers?
I have 0 brothers with any blood relation, half or anything. Okay. I'm the only boy on both sides. I do have a stepbrother that I love dearly that was brought into my life with my mother's husband. and who is my stepfather, who has earned the name of being my stepfather and has always shown that he would be there. I've gained a brother through him. I've gained 2 brothers through him. Outside of that, though, blood relation, brother-wise, none. I was able to hand-pick my brothers when I joined my fraternity. And that was a blessing to me. That's why I hold my fraternity so close to my heart, because if y'all don't know, I was able to hand-pick my brothers and they were able to hand-pick me, showing that I can hold the standards of what they want in a brother. So outside of that, I felt like a disappointment. Like, I was like, damn, like, how am I tell my father, like, I mean, I got a boyfriend. Like, even saying that, that's weird. Like, it's easy for me to say I have a nigga than me to say I have a boyfriend. I don't have one. I'm single.
But back when he did,
But back when I did, it was like, honestly, I didn't tell my father this is my boyfriend, this is my nigga. We didn't have that conversation. Me and my father, me and my dad, we didn't have that conversation. I told my stepmother, and I told my siblings on that side. And
see, I would have told my stepmom to tell my dad for me.
I would have told her. I didn't tell her to tell him. I told her because I knew, no offense to my father or my dad at all. No offense. No offense. I don't think he would treat me in no different kind of way. But I know no matter how he would have treated me, my stepmother would have had my back before me knowing that she had to have my back with the situation. If that makes any sense at all.
Yeah, no, it does.
I would have known that she had to defend my sexuality to my father. I would have never known that.
Yeah.
And that's the same way I feel about how my mother was with my stepfather, with my other father, my other dad.
Yeah.
I would have never known if they ever had to defend their son to the men in their lives who have seen me grow.
Yeah.
And I would never question them on that. Because if they did that, they did that. Without me knowing, without it being brought to light for me. So it's respected, me not knowing that. I'm not saying they had to.
So where do you think that the pressure came from? Just, I know within yourself, but like the nitty gritty of it, like
the nitty gritty of it. The root of it is, I hated
being the only guy.
Me being the only boy.
Only boy, yeah.
Me, I felt like, damn, I'm the only one who can carry my father's name. If all his daughters get married, they all get different last names. I'm the only one that's gonna carry this last name from my father, from my dad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and it's like okay, I got it. No matter what I feel, I have to marry a woman. I've been marrying my wife, a female, and I'm thoroughly attracted to women. I love women. I love what they bring to the table. I've been raised by positive and strong women, which is why it's hard for me to pick women to date. Because if you're not going to compare it to my mother, my godmother, or my stepmother, it's nowhere for you to sit at this table.
Yeah.
That's the respect on that. I was raised by 3 powerful women. And if any women I bring to my life that I'm going to see myself being with and starting a family with,
you gotta talk.
I'm comparing you.
Yeah.
Better for worse.
Yeah. Or like if I bring you around them, they need to be able to see that in you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And honestly, my ex before my ex that I brought around, all of them got along with her. Everything was cool. We just couldn't get it together. No offense, nothing towards her. But at the end of the day, if you cannot compare and sit in a room with the 3 most powerful women in my life, separately or together, I can't. You're not able to handle me as a man, me as a person. Because when I need that woman insight, I'm going to them. 3.
Yeah.
Whether they all agree or they all disagree, but I'm gonna get an insight for all 3 of them.
No, we got got a couple more minutes left. We're gonna have to do a part 2.
I'm down.
Are you okay with that?
I'm more open to it.
Doing it like right after this?
I'm down.
Okay,
No, for real.
better. Perfect, because we didn't get into the whole.
We didn't. This wasn't supposed to be the conversation. This is not supposed to be the conversation.
But I love it because this.
I'm sorry, because this is not supposed to be the conversation.
Man, because let me tell y'all, we prayed before we did this podcast. I prayed that whatever was supposed to be said, and I feel like this was supposed to be said. So we're gonna get to the other stuff in the next episode.
Definitely.
But before this one ends, and I love everything you've been saying.
Oh my God, for real. I'm like
rambling. No, you have been doing amazing and giving me so much insight and just like we're here.
Okay.
But I wanted to ask you before the episode ends, just on while we're on this topic.
Okay.
Do you think, or I guess, how do you feel about toxic masculinity, and do you think that has played a part in your life at all? I want to know more about that because I know it kind of plays a part on my end, on the lesbian side, but I want to know from your point of view and if that has been a thing.
Honestly, I can honestly say no. It has not played a part. But the only reason I can say that is because my stepfather,
I wish I had some tissue, but this is your house. This is your house. You okay? Gonna pause? Okay.
it's Jamie. My stepfather, has never made me feel like less of a man. Now, me and my stepfather have not had a conversation. I hope I didn't hear what I'm saying. I'm sorry. I'm a Pisces, and I've learned to be in touch with my emotions and not hide them or let them take over me, but to let my emotions have their wave for the time frame I allow it to have. And I'm allowing it to have its time frame because it's so genuine right now.
Yeah, like it's here. I'm gonna feel it to the fullest extent.
And I'm gonna give it its time, its presence.
And it's gonna pass.
I'm gonna accept it, and then I'm good.
Yeah, but don't take me crying or anything as me being like I ain't pussy.
Right. Oh no, cause who wants to score up?
I'm just right. While I'm crying.
Who wants to score up? No.
We're just in touch with our emotions.
We are.
And we feel it. And then we let them pass and then they go. So you're good. This is a safe space.
So
you're good.
My stepfather has never, even years and years and years and years ago of anything, he's never made me feel like I was any less of a boy or less of a man for anything I might have said, thought, or did. And he has been, no shots to anybody, but he has been the most, big word in capital letters. If we can put it right here.
I'll put it right here.
Right here. Voluntarily. Voluntarily is the word. He's been the most voluntarily man in my life that did not have to be there.
You're here because you want to be, not because you were obligated, not because you were forced.
No.
Because
if
you
y'all know,
me.
My stepfather is a fucking clown. He's the biggest clown you will ever know. But he has never threw any toxic masculinity on me.
I love that.
As a boy, as a man, even after he met my first and only ex-boyfriend last year around this time, it was nothing that he did when I came home to make me feel like I wasn't home. Or to make it feel like it was an issue.
That's a blessing.
Or it was like nothing. I didn't feel no less. I didn't feel it. I can't even put it fully into words because it wasn't there.
Yeah.
And I didn't feel that way.
So toxic masculinity is like, it's foreign to you.
Definitely. It's definitely foreign to me. And the reason that it's foreign to me, I know about it, I've heard about it. But the reason it's foreign to me is because the three most powerful women to me in the world, my mother, my godmother, and my stepmother, the men that they chose to be in their lives, who will have to be in my life as well.
The men, yeah, okay.
They chose right.
Great man.
They chose people that they didn't choose because of me.
Not even for you, because
my mother probably chose her husband because of me.
Oh, you think so? I'm sorry.
Mother, you chose him because of me, right? In the comments. No, but me and mother, it was us two. We ain't gonna tap into that right now.
But regardless, they chose good qualities in the man. They like, And that is such a beautiful thing to me. Even asking these questions, like I feel like, I don't know, I be feeling like sometimes my questions are just so low vibrational, like toxic masculinity. What? How do you feel about that? And it's like, I haven't had that. Yeah, don't even think about it. And it's like, it gives me like nothing on that topic to feed off of, but it gives me such good content on like what it should be. You know?
Yeah.
Toxic masculinity is something that should not exist. People, this is what a family should look like. People should choose partners that have good qualities towards people in general, not just towards them, not just because you like me because I'm cute and I got a fat ass and I got money or like whatever it is, but because you're a good human all around towards people and you treat people with respect and you're not homophobic, you're not misogynistic, you're not whatever quality you hate, or like, you know, that it may not apply to you, but you know that it's not a quality, it's not a good quality, you know. And who knows, you might date somebody, maybe you're straight and they're homophobic, right? But their homophobia does not apply to you because y'all are in a straight relationship, right? Who knows, y'all might have a son or a daughter that's gay. Then what? And I said to say, like, I love that, and to me, that is foreign that you grew up in such a healthy and comfortable environment to just be you. I love that. That's what I want to see. That's what I like to see. That's what I want to be for my future kids, my nieces, my nephews, whoever. That's what I would have loved for myself. But you know, I'm going out of it. I'm good. But I know people and men, especially men in my family, that's like, okay, Kayla, I don't care if you're gay, but if my son was to come out gay, that's a whole other story. Because my son's supposed to be a man, my son is supposed to carry on a family name, and my son is not supposed to be a sissy or whatever names or like slurs they want to call them. You know, it's like there's a lot of that goes around, and I hate to see it. I want to see it change. I'm so glad that I'm seeing a change in your story, and let's just keep it positive. Let's keep it positive. But that toxic masculinity shit,
That's for the birds.
I was just gonna say that it's for the birds.
It's for the
We don't like
birds.
it. We don't do it. We gonna end it, and yeah,
We're gonna do what it is.
yeah.
We're gonna do what it is. It's for the birds. Like that. It's crazy to me. It's crazy because I can only speak on my own experiences.
Yeah.
That's all I can do.
Yeah.
And from my own experience, like if I go back, I'm like, damn, this nigga talk about his stepdad a lot, and I'm like.
But that's your truth.
That's my truth. But the people who stepped into your life, the ones that stepped into your life and they didn't have to be there, they decided to take the extra step to learn you and to help you. Toxic masculinity? No. Not from my stepdad. Now, if y'all talking to him on the streets, it might be something different. But to me,
Yeah.
I've never felt like less of a son to my stepdad. Never.
And I love that.
My stepdad showed me how to change a tire. My stepdad showed me how to fucking change my oil, how to fucking change my brakes, he was just doing stuff not because, oh, you need to know this.
You need to be a man.
You need to be a man. No.
Yeah.
He was like,
These are life skills.
he was like, hey, I gave you the truck to use. Let me show you how to change the tire. You wanna? And my stepdad is a jokester. If y'all know my stepdad, he is a clown. All caps.
Yeah.
He like, so I'm gonna be him real quick, y'all. He was like, so I gotta change the tire. You wanna come out and I can't be serious. You wanna come out and change the tire in the morning. And me, I'm like, okay. Like, if y'all know me, this is our conversation. And what if it's something like that? Okay. Alright, let's go do it. Now I'm gonna come and do it.
Right.
Once or twice.
But now, do you think if you said, I don't want to, I don't want to get dirty with no cars, that's not my thing.
He would not have said nothing negative at all.
And that,
He would. I did it.
that is what I like.
My stepfather would be like, okay. It just would have went on about his day.
Yeah.
And we would have been back joking around within the next sentence. But I felt I had an obligation to where these moments.
Pressure.
No pressure.
No.
I didn't feel pressure.
You place on yourself?
Pressure on myself, yes.
Yeah.
Pressure from him, no.
Yeah.
But it's kind of thing was like, maybe he just wanted to spend some time with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, my stepfather, he didn't work from home. He would be gone. We'll see him once every 2-3 weeks. He'll come back to the crib. We'll spend a weekend. We have a weekend together every 2-3 weeks. 3 weeks, maybe every month. We have a weekend together growing up. So if he was going to give me a couple hours to spend time, his wife is here, his daughters is here. He want to spend time with me with no blood relation. He want to have an hour, 2 hours with me to work on a car or to go driving around, teach me how to drive or something like that. Who the fuck am I
To say no.
to say no?
Yeah.
Even if I ain't want to do the shit. Who the fuck am I to say no?
Oh, I love that. I love that.
Who am I?
Well, let's end it on this
You gotta stop it right
positive
there. You
note.
gotta stop it right
I
there.
love that. Love the healthy relationships.
You gotta stop it right there.
Yes, we gotta stop it right there. This has been a great episode.
Oh my
I feel like I say
gosh.
every time it's my favorite episode, but it's my favorite episode. We are gonna do a part 2 and talk more about like mental health and just growing, healing, all that good stuff. So make sure y'all stay tuned for part 2. But follow Darnell. His information is in the link below. So is mine. Follow me. Turn on post notifications. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. All that good stuff. I love you guys. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.
love me like you